Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn mathematics and the topic is integers. Our learning objectives for today are to understand what an integer is, to add and subtract integers, and to compare integers. Introduction. To understand what an integer is, let us first see a number line. This is the number line that we all are familiar with. Let us recall the meaning of a line. A collection of points extending in both sides with no endpoint. But the number line that we are all familiar with extends only in the right direction. But what about the left direction? That is what we are going to learn about today. This is what the real number line looks like. So you can see the numbers on the right side and in the left side. But what difference do you spot? Yes, there are minus signs near the numbers on the left side. That is a negative sign and these numbers are negative numbers. They are the opposite of normal numbers or positive numbers. Okay, let me simplify it for you. See this question. 5 minus 10. What is wrong in this question? Well, for starters, notice that the small number is before the bigger number. This question is not possible in real life because if you have 5 chocolates and your friend asks for 10 chocolates, it is impossible to give your friend what he needs. So what is the answer? This is where the negative numbers come in. If your friend asks for 10 chocolates and you give him, you will lose your 5 chocolates and owe him 5 chocolates for another time. So 5 minus 10 equals negative 5. Integers are a set of numbers containing whole numbers and their opposites. I know this is a bit confusing, but as we go on, you will learn more. So remember this. Loss equals negative. Small number minus big number equals negative number. These positive and negative numbers form integers. Integers equals positive numbers and negative integers. Now these are examples of situations where negative integers come in. 5 minus 8 equals negative 3. 3 minus 5 equals negative 2. 1 minus 3 equals negative 2. 8 minus 9 equals negative 1. 4 minus 8 equals negative 4. And 6 minus 9 equals negative 3. Now we're going to learn about addition of integers. We all know how to add positive integers, like 5 plus 3 equals 8. But what about negative integers? Remember this rule. Same sign add and keep, different sign subtract. Keep the sign of bigger number, then you'll be exact. If you want to keep it simpler, go with the tune. Same sign add and keep, different sign subtract. Keep the sign of bigger number, then you'll be exact. This will be more easier for you to add. Now question 1. Negative 8 plus negative 6. So with the tune, these are same signs, so we just add it normally. So 8 plus 6 equals 14. And then we have to keep the sign of bigger number. Both are negative, so the answer will be negative. So the answer will be negative 14. Therefore, negative 8 plus negative 6 equals negative 40. Now another example. Question 2. Negative 5 plus positive 9. Now these are different numbers, so we have to subtract them. So 9 minus 5 equals 4. Then we have to keep the sign of bigger number by ignoring the signs, and we will get 4, positive 4. So therefore negative 5 plus 9 equals positive 4. Now we are going to learn subtraction of integers. The rule for this is KCC, that is keep, change, change. So you have to keep the first number, change the operation, and change the second integer. Now question 1. So the answer is also with the question. So you can keep along. 5 minus negative 2. So you have to keep, change, that is KCC. So 5 plus 2. So 5 will be kept like that, and minus will be addition, and negative 2 will be positive 2. So it will be 5 plus 2, which is positive 7. So 5 minus negative 2 equals positive 7. And that's the answer. Now question 2. Negative 6 minus negative 4. So you have to keep, change. So negative 6 plus 4. Different signs subtract. So 6 minus 4 equals 2. Then you have to keep the sign of bigger number. So you'll get negative 2. So negative 6 minus negative 4 equals negative 2. Now comparing integers. So anyway, with the signs, positive integers are always greater than negative integers. And same numbers equals same numbers. Negative. So what about negative integers and negative integers? So let's take an example. For example, negative 5 and negative 7. Normally, 7 is greater than 5. But in the case of negative integer comparison, negative 5 is greater than negative 7. Let's see the reason. Okay, let's look at the number line. We all know 1 is greater than 0. 0 is greater than negative 1. So it goes on like that. Negative 1 is greater than negative 2. Negative 2 is greater than negative 3. And it goes on like that. And the largest negative integer is negative 1. And the smallest negative integer is infinite. So we have negative 5 and negative 7. So in the number line, negative 5 comes before negative 7. So negative 5 is larger than negative 7. So that's the reason why this happens when comparing integers. Now let's have a quick recap. So what all have we learned today? We have learned the definition of integers, and we have also learned to compare integers, and we have learned addition and subtraction of integers. So let's just read a quick recap. An integer is a set of numbers containing whole numbers and their opposites. Now let's see the rule of addition of integers. Same sign add and keep, different sign subtract. The sign of bigger number then will be exact. Now we are going to look at the rule for subtraction of integers. So the rule for subtraction of integers is KCC, that is keep, change. And then we learned when comparing two negative integers, the bigger number ignoring the signs will be the smaller one, and the smaller number ignoring the signs will be the bigger one. So yes, our learning objectives are achieved. And thank you for watching, and subscribe for more videos, and bye.